Okay, we're live.
You're on.
Hey, we're on, guys.
Oh, okay.
That sure is funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there.
Hi, I'm Paige.
I'm Skylar.
And this is Shakat Journal.
Shakat Journal.
Livestream.
Yay, we're live.
Turn off that. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about today is our Millennial Town Hall that we're hosting in February 26th and 27th at the Kwan Dunn Cultural Center. We will be hosting a series of talks and discussions where we will be able to formulate questions, talk about them, and then ask them to various politicians from Yukon. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, head over to shakat.ca and sign up. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Dawn Burtstick's going to be there. I'm going to be there, woohoo. Same with the rest of the Shakat team. So for more information, go to shakat.ca and register. Anyways, what's happening this week, Skylar?
Community events. Coming up on January 27th as part of the... No, it's not. Is the Pitch Development Workshop with longtime producer Mark Stevenson. He's going to be teaching you concept and project development, demo/sizzle reels, elevator pitches, meeting preparation, and more. And that will be at the Edgewater Hotel, 9 to 5, January 27th. Go check it out if you like doing movie stuff.
We should go to that.
Mm-hmm. On January 30th is a free showing of Harold and Maude at the Social House, and they also have free popcorn. Harold and Maude, lovely film. Go see it. Also at the Social House on January 29th is Pivotal Words, a night of local poems, stories, songs, and almost everything else that involves words. Entry is by donation. And on January 31st is Wildlife Trivia Night at Bake Cafe. Entry is free, and you can participate either on your own or as a team. Trivia nights about Yukon wildlife. Fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to introduce our next video, Skylar?
We sure. For the last couple of months, we've been doing this thing called Pop Culture Smash, and this is the newest video that we did about what the Yukon thinks of Spider-Man. Play it, Alexander.
My name is Alexander Gattensby, and ever since birth, I've been a big damn dork. Be it comic books or video games, god damn, this is the sexiest game I've ever played. You name it, I love it. And now that I'm all grown up, I'm looking for answers. I want to know what the community at large thinks about pop culture topics. I'm Alexander, and this is Pop Culture Smash.
Oh!
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Today we're talking Spider-Man. In 2002, Sam Raimi brought Spider-Man to life in feature film form and continued the series until 2007. When a fourth movie was dragged through development hell, Raimi opted to leave the project, and thus the decision was made to reboot the series. This resulted in 2012's The Amazing Spider-Man, helmed by 500 Days of Summer director Mark Webb. After its sequel, released in 2014, received overwhelmingly negative reviews from franchise fans, Sony Pictures agreed to lend the character back to Marvel, its rightful owner. This led to a brief appearance of the character in Captain America Civil War, and then his own feature-length film, Spider-Man Homecoming, 2017. To date, the comic hero has been portrayed on film by 3 different actors: Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. Now let's find out who the Yukon thinks is the best Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire. I'm always open to somebody else, but like with Spider-Man, it's always like I'll always picture Tobey Maguire in my head. You know, he was everything, in my opinion, that Spider-Man should be. You know, represents as a hero. I liked the first Amazing Spider-Man movie. I didn't when I first saw it, but then I rewatched it and I liked it quite a bit. I enjoyed Homecoming a lot more than I thought I would. When I saw the trailers for it, it kind of looked like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but with Spider-Man to me. But actually seeing the movie, it was very different. I guess the trailers just really blew. I don't know. He's just always been Spider-Man to me, you know? Like, the way Christopher Reeve, who played Superman embodied Superman. Tobey Maguire was that for me, but for Spider-Man.
So I can't pick Neil Patrick Harris?
No.
Oh, I'd really like to see him in the tights, though. He had the voice for it. I get mistaken for Spider-Man sometimes. Kids will say, "Oh, you're dressed as Spider-Man," and I say, "Yeah, I got my spider gun and my spider swords, and I'm Spider-Man, obviously."
Obviously.
Oh, I gotta go with Tom Holland. The suit just looks fantastic. He stole Cap's shield, though. Disrespectful little punk. Oh, I don't know. So Marvel's been branching out into different genres. They're doing like a horror film, so I don't see any reason why we can't have a Spidey Deadpool bromance film. I think that's a great idea. There'd be comedy, action, tragedy, heart, bromance. That would be your number one Spidey film right there. Who is your favorite Spider-Man actor?
Tobey Maguire. Well, mainly, in my opinion, he's the one that portrays Spider-Man the best. He gives the best storyline in the movie, even, in my opinion, out of the movies. And on top of that, he's the one I grew up watching. So it's kind of hard to tell me that somebody else is a better Spider-Man. Man, who wouldn't like being able to shoot webs out of their arm? I totally would do that. I would never walk again. Like that. If you think about it, Spider-Man is in my opinion one of the better superheroes in general, which a ton of people would argue, and I get that.
Can you do like
Tobey Maguire,
Yeah.
greatest Spider-Man ever.
There you have it, folks. The internet has spoken, and Tom Holland has been named the superior Spider-Man.
And we're back. Wasn't that a fantastic video? How about that Spider-Man? Anyway, here, sitting with me, is Nina. She's not from here. And as we all know, foreigners are hilarious. So let's ask her some questions. Nina, what is it that you do here?
I live in Yukon, and I'm enjoying the winter this time because it's my first winter in Yukon, and this is the coldest winter ever for me. Yes.
Colder even than your homeland of Russia.
Yeah, I'm from Russia, but I'm from Moscow, and in Moscow is not like so cold as it was here in December. Like it was minus almost 40.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I assume for sure that in some parts of Russia, you can feel, like as cold as here, like in Siberia, for example. But I have never been in Siberia, actually.
That's
Yeah.
too bad. That would be a horrible, horrible adventure.
I don't think so. I think Siberia is very look like Yukon, most of the parts. So I really love to be here, and I really enjoying this even weather and a lot of outdoor activities. It's why first time I came here, like to enjoy the outdoor activities. Yes.
Why did
Do
you
you
come?
like the outdoor activities?
Do I like outdoor activities?
Yes.
What kind of outdoor activities?
Okay, what kind of outdoor activities do you like?
Walking around?
Like hiking?
No.
I really like hiking. Like
Fantastic.
on the mountains.
Mountains are fun. So why did you come to Whitehorse?
The White Horse? Actually, because I saw a lot of movies and a lot of videos about this land, and this is an incredible land, like with unique style and with unique history. So I just wanted to have this kind of experience in my life, like living here and enjoy all the, like I said, all the outdoor activities and all the experience that this land can give me.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been here now?
I moved here in April So, like I said, it's my first winter here.
Great.
Yes.
Can you teach us a fancy Russian word?
A fancy Russian word? What do you mean by fancy Russian word?
Something that sounds amazing.
Well, I can say I love you in Russian sounds like я тебя люблю.
That does sound fancy.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Я тебя люблю. Я тебя люблю.
Spell it out for the wonderful viewers at home.
Try to repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Try to repeat. Я тебя люблю. Try to repeat it.
Я тебя
Люблю.
люблю.
Yeah, pretty close.
Okay.
So,
Okay. How does Canada compare with Russia?
well, Russia is very look like Canada, or like Canada is very look like Russia, because Russia is the biggest country in the world, and Canada is the second biggest country in the world. They have the same nature, they have the same environment, the same animals, like almost everything the same. For example, here in Yukon, there is a museum with mammoths.
Mm-hmm.
So probably you saw these museums, and you know,
Ranger
like,
Center?
yeah. So many times ago, as you know, like there was only one materik,
Mm-hmm.
and it was divided, you know, like in two, and it became like Russia and Canada. But like in the historic times, it was only one materik. So basically, you know, like that is why we have the same nature and the same everything.
Mm.
Like totally, like I can't mention many differences between Russia and Canada, except language and the government, you know, like system.
Okay.
So
One last question. Grooming tips for all our listeners. How do you keep up your lovely long hair?
actually, like how to keep my hair beautiful here in Yukon is the biggest problem for me, because before I lived in Toronto for a while, and in Toronto the weather is a little bit like warmer than here.
Mm-hmm.
But when I moved here, I noticed that my hair became, you know, like drier than they used to be. So it's my biggest problem out there. Don't ask this question. I will cry, like seriously.
Okay then. That's all the questions I have.
Thank you.
Time to move on. Where's the structure? Jeremy's next. Jeremy! Time for you to be interviewed professionally. And this is Jeremy. You all know him. Explain
Hey.
yourself. Who are you?
Hey, my name's Jeremy, aka Teltan Havoc. Performing artist in this town. Uprising artist, actually. I explain myself.
All right. How long have you been performing, Jeremy?
I've been performing for about 10 years now. Or no, sorry. I've been writing for about 10 years now, and I've been performing for the last 3. So it's been going pretty good, actually. Actually, I have a show tonight at the Social House. I have a lot of upcoming shows in the new year as well. Or upcoming year. Anyways, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on tonight.
At the Social House, it's just it's the start of the whole pivot event. So I'm going to be kicking that off with Fiona and Daniel, or Lucid Logic, as some might know. We're going to be touching on topics like the light and the darkness, if you can take that in a metaphorical sense. We'll be performing there tonight. The show should be packed. It's going to be great. So I mean, show up. 7 o'clock. It's all going to be starting.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
So what made you want to be a performer?
Well, I never actually, in the beginning, I didn't want to be a performer. I was way too shy. And I actually started with just writing poetry, just slam poetry. And, one thing led to another. I ended up trying to sing one of my songs, and a few people told me I should actually start performing. So that's kind of where it started. I started rapping after that, and, again, one thing led to another. There I am performing at a Dakar Cultural Festival. There I am performing at, various places in town, and it just kind of blew up out of nowhere. So, it's actually pretty great. And honestly, now that people see me as a performer, I've been told by a few people that I'm an inspiration for them to start writing lyrics, to start trying to perform, to start trying to project themselves more into their life more positively. And honestly, that's great. And I mean, this is my goal of being an artist, is to lift people up. Some people can, they can call it diss rap, but I gift rap. Yeah. I don't know why I had that.
How do you motivate yourself, Jeremy? Keep yourself going.
Basically, I actually motivate myself through my hard times and hard experiences. A lot of people take it as a bad thing, when in my opinion, my motivation is failure. I chase failure. It's like a best friend to me. It once you're there, once you've failed, and once you feel like you're at rock bottom, the only way to go from there is up. It's the exact same thing as making it to the top, and the only way is down. So I mean, in my opinion, it's a bumpy road, and that should be people's motivation, is the bumpy road. Mm-hmm. There'd be no other reason why they would be there. These experiences are here to learn from. And if you can learn from them properly in the way that you should, then honestly, I believe that most people usually take that and proceed into a better life from it. If you chase failure, you'll proceed into a better life from it. I mean, you experience the bad half first and accept the bliss later. So I mean, motivation for me is it's needed. So I take the bad with the good, basically, is my motivation.
Great.
Awesome. No.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, that has been our show for today. Bye, everyone. Join us next week, same time, 3:30 on Facebook.